With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Sunday.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
That's it, baby. That's it. Right there, 54.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Black, come on. Lefty.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Even, 4 down.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. And he rifles one incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Tight right. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Hey, guys. Leopard!
Here's a give to Penny. Showed a good move, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, Creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
4 down. Check.
No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
Watch out.
Now Rosen to throw on second down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Gun.
58's the mic.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Here's Rosen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They go play action here on first down. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. On second down, Rosen. Eluding the pressure right. Dumps that off to Penny as running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's third and goal.
Tight end's right. Hey. 4 down.
Watch him now, Barney.
Here's Penny. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Safety's creeping.
This drive started with first and goal. Now that it's fourth and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
And Gold is able to put it through, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And he stopped immediately there. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. Well, usually you don't think of the quarterback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
I got trips this side. I got trips this side. We got three. We got three.
Wynn's going to try and throw on third. That's complete to Meredith. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking.
Lion. Here, sit.
From midfield, here's Wentz. They'll roll him out right.
I got it.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Tokyo!
Hey, we got 4. We got 4.
Here, sit.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 22.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Hot! Yeah.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Tight end to the right, boy, tight end to the right. Move.
Tokyo!
Now this time, Wentz will throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Rush in.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Ram!
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
They get it to him running left. And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Watch tight, tight end's right. Watch tight.
Leopard! Over! All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Looking deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Over!
2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Gun!
3rd and long here for Rosen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Penny, a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
Black 99 Philly, here we go.
4 down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Switch.
Watch you now, Barney. Barney.
Hey.
On second down, here's Rosen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He juked him. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he powers his way up past the 30. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this.
Hey, Bus. 82. Listen.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
82. Great. Here, sit.
Wentz now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So that throw good for 4. It's second down.
Rip. Here, sit.
54.
Now they'll run it on the taunt. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. First down now, but that clock rolling. To throw, it's Wentz. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a second down.
Great.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing now is Wentz. And he slings one that's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
3 down.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Strickland. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Hey, great 15.
87's mine. Don't worry about it.
On first down, Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now, Wentz again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. So we are at halftime. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this 2nd half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. And the 49ers have scored again, really extending that lead. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They keep it with Penny on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
But, has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
58, boys, 58.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw is Rosen. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gun.
Rosen on 1st and 10. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That goes for a gain of 31. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They go back to the ground now with Penny. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Yeah, baby.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Penny will try to punch it in, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Let's go.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Great.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve.
Run.
They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Great 15. Great 15.
4 down.
On play action, it's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he coughed it up. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself.
He's got daylight. 30. 10, 5, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A terrific run there by Penny, and even 80 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Back now in Seattle, Washington.
Bring him in. Oh, boy, I know you felt that one.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Great. Hey, stash. List 5-7.
We got 4.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Run.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Check 31.
Black, come on. List 5-7.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And a throw right sideline is complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
That's it, baby. That's it.
Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Drag it. Black, come on.
Right there. 54, right there.
Oh.
Wild Bill.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Shorty, shorty, shorty.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer out him again.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo!
Mike 54. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
What's on?
Here I come again. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Liz 5-2.
Check 13. Check 13.
Liz, Liz.
Sponge.
Wins to throw on 2nd down. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Now Wentz, got to have this one. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 2. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former Husky, Marcus Peters. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, He needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Gold to add the extra point. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Drops it off to Ajayi. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because...
And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 37. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Detroit! Detroit!
4 down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Flare, alert, flare.
On 1st down, it's Rosen. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass, yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that penalty?
I'm so confused. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
After the penalty, it's Penny. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Rosen. He's going to look deep down and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. Gets around him. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Eagles on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Working from the gun, Wentz. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Right there, 54.
Run.
54, Mike.
82.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Even. 4 down. Even. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Hey, watch the slant.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to